Welcome back, guys. I think today is going to be a very weird video because the other day I was just on PSNProfiles and I decided to click on Leaderboard, which I don't normally do. I don't really have an interest in this, but I do find it bizarrely fascinating. This whole kind of leaderboard hustle that people have got going on when it comes to platinums. And it's kind of weird because it's like there's two sides to trophy hunting. There's like us guys who play the games we like and try and platinum them, and maybe you pick a few favorite games or series and you work towards getting them. Sometimes you have a hard game like, you know, Wolfenstein New Colossus or Elden Ring or Bloodborne, you know, and you're like, I'm going to work towards this and get this platinum. And or you could be like me, who just wants to do some of your favorite series like Uncharted and Resident Evil. And then you get these guys. And these guys just platinum very short games non-stop. Games that get called online, it's very popular to call them shovelware. You read that a lot on YouTube or Reddit. And these guys will obviously do stacks. So they'll get a game and they'll sometimes platinum the same game. I think I've seen one up to like 11 times, and they'll do it by, if you have a game that launched on the Vita, PS3, PS4, that's already 3 stacks. Then you do that in like the US PS Store version. You then connect to the Japan PS Store and download those 3 games again. EU again. So then you can, in those 3 territories, you can get 3 platinums per game. Then you've got 9 platinums of the same game. So it's just, it's wild. And I saw somewhere on some gaming website I visit quite often, I saw someone with a headline, and I think it might have been this person because they have, I think, the Guinness record for most platinums, and they're the only one on PSNProfiles that has 10,170 platinums. They're the only person on PSN that has over 10,000 platinums, although number 2, this person is going to catch up quite soon. And so I just thought we'd have a look at the day in the life of one of these leaderboard leaders. There's no shade against these people, I'm not picking on anyone. I just find it morbidly fascinating. It's just interesting because I don't have enough time just to platinum the games that I really want to platinum, but these guys have so much time to platinum, and this is not going to be a trophy list review. So yeah, if you're up for that, it's not that. But yeah, here is the leader of the leaderboard on PSNProfiles, king of trophies, self-proclaimed king. 50 trophies a day is mental. Most AAA games tend to have around 50 trophies, don't they, right? If you get like a Wolfenstein or a Batman game or whatever, they tend to be around 50 games. The generic kind of game, a Plague Tale, for example, etc. So that's nearly like a full game a day, AAA a day. It does look quite clean though, I won't lie. Number 1 world rank, number 1 country rank. It does look clean. 98% completion percentage on over 11,000 games. This is mental. 81,000 goals. It's crazy. So if some of you got into this and you've made your PSN profile on PSNProfiles, the website, and you're new to trophy hunting like I was 3 years ago, and you're thinking, oh, maybe I can, you know, maybe you're a bit competitive and, you know, you played sports, maybe you think, oh, I could climb the leaderboard. You cannot. This is why. Because I started to think like that. When I saw my country rank go up, I was like, oh, wow, maybe I can become the top of the UK. I never will be. I just want to get into the top 10,000. That'd be quite nice. But yeah, I was just looking through this and I thought I'd pick on the 24th of April. Because on the 24th of April, our friend got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platinums, which is, you know, for a top of the leaderboard person, that's not that much. Normally it's like 10, 11. And there are days like that where there's like 10 or 11 platinums. But, you know, to do this, to do 5 platinums in a day takes a lot of time. And I've had I've had up to 3 platinums in one day. That was last summer, and they were crap games, and I regret it. But I think one of them was okay, but the other 2 were not good for sure. And on random other days, I have got 2 platinums in one day, but it's kind of been coincidence. Like, I've finished one. I've just literally I've started gaming. I finished one, got the platinums. That was the last thing to do. And then I've started a new game, a more shorter game, and I've kind of popped that platinum. But yeah, so let's look at these 5 games, right? So we're looking at the 24th of April. I've put the games in order of trophy popped. So this is 23rd. So how do you stay on top of the leaderboard? Here we go. So at 12:40 on the 24th, 12:40 a.m., so 40 past midnight, pop the last trophy, pop a platinum. So that's on the 24th. So then cut to the next game and then go to sleep, wake up, 11:14 a.m. crack on, keep playing. So 11:14 all the way up until 1:30 p.m. lunchtime, pop the next platinum. And then here on the 23rd is the 3rd game. So now the 3rd game takes place straight after game number 2. So there was lunchtime, there's been a 20-minute break, straight onto this. And this is a game that they started the day before, to be fair. So now they've finished this. 1:50, 2:50, 3 p.m. finished the 3rd game. And then on this is the 4th game. So originally on game number 1, where is it? Here it is. Game number 1, 12:41 a.m., 24th of April. We thought they finished their session, but actually no, they platinumed that game and carried on gaming. So 12:40, carry on until 1:22 a.m. And then we thought they started at 11 something, but actually no, they started earlier. So 1:22, about 9 hours of sleep, straight onto it, 5 to 11 a.m. playing this game. They stopped this to carry on the other game, I think game number 2. Then they carried on after finishing game number 3, I believe. So 3:30, 3:40. It's a bit of a gap. Then it's 5 p.m., 7 p.m., 7 p.m. And then the last game, the 5th game of this day, starts at 10 p.m., just before 10 p.m. And then play that until 11 p.m. So yeah, this is like, in that 24-hour cycle, there was about 9 hours of sleep and probably about 2 hours of taking a break. So it's just a bit, it's a bit relentless. I'd love to see, I'd love to meet one of these guys and just have a day in the life. Like, how do you do this? How do you do this on top of living life and working and things like that? It's just a bit, it's like a different world. It's a whole different side to trophy hunting that I think I can't relate to. And I know most of you, if not all of you, definitely can't relate to. It is something else. It's really, really something else. It's, yeah, it's just a total different world. I was just curious and I just thought I'd make a short random video about it because I just thought it was funny. But yeah, that's a day in the life of a trophy hunter at the top of the leaderboard, just non-stop churning out these short games, like non-stop, short breaks, and then back to it, back to the grind, back to the hustle. And I'm not sure what for. I guess you get the Guinness record, but I don't know, you're not making any money out of this. You don't earn a living from doing this, but yeah, it's just curious. It's just interesting. It's fascinating. It's just, yeah, it's a very interesting phenomenon, but yeah. But for the rest of us, I'm kind of happy where I am in trophy hunting, where I just pick games I really like and try my best to platinum them, and then try and have a few projects on the side where I try and work on a bigger game, like for example, a Red Dead or something like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you're not stressing out about your place in leaderboards because it's totally irrelevant. Enjoy and take care.